this season. Well, let's head north of town now. Huntley Project playing at Roundup. They'd combined to win 7 straight. Playing this one to decide the 2 seed in your Eastern B, and it was windy up there as well. First quarter, Project trying to break the ice. Lane Sumner. Nice move there as he jukes a defender, tackled at the 1-yard line. Devils would later punch it in for an 8-0 lead. Second quarter, Roundups. Mikhail Kemble, inside handoff, twists and turns to the 1. That leads to a Panthers score. It was 8-6 Project at halftime. Third quarter, Tylen Croy finds Wyatt Selman over the middle. That put the Red Devils up 16-6, and they don't step off the gas. Panthers trying to fight back, but Brody Greby's picked off by Chris Kistler. He returns it inside the 20. Just a couple of plays later, Tylen Croy hooks up with Keenan Reynolds. Project earns a home playoff game and the 2 seed with a 48-6 win. Again, that was just a 45-6, I should say. That was just an 8-6 game at halftime.